screen and a midnight spark. Catsy's here lighting up the dark. Pixel dreams in a neon haze. Her world's a maze, her vibes ablaze. Click the link, let's take the dive. In a stream, the games come alive. Catsy on the scene. Pixel queen of the gaming stream. Little nightmares, Nintendogs to catch 'em all. She's coming through. Catsy like the sky. With every click we're flying high. Chasing shadows in a twisted land. Tiny heroes with a guiding hand. Puppy pals in a pixel park. The world's a spark, she leaves her mark. Pokeballs flying side by side. In a chat, the fans collide. Catsy on the scene. Pixel queen of the gaming stream. Little nightmares, Nintendogs to catch 'em all. She's coming through. Catsy like the sky. With every click we're flying high.
Alrighty. Ooh. We are back and ready for another nice and chilled out, relaxed stream this morning. Yeah. Hello guys. Welcome back for a nice chilled out stream this morning. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing another stream this evening. I'll definitely see if I can with Timsy. So we'll have to double check that. But yeah, I enjoyed the stream so much yesterday, so I'm going to be continuing on with it today. There we go. Yes, hello Tic Tac. So what we can do is we could go shopping and then we could swap licorice for Om Nom. There we go. I think, does Om Nom have the... Oh, he has the black. He has the black collar. There we go. Good boy. And then he needs some water. So I realised yesterday I didn't actually get the chance to walk on them yesterday, so we'll do that now. There we go. I think Om Nom is definitely one of the fan favourites, for sure. Hello Dax, it's good to see you. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. How are you doing? Don't know which lead, probably the green one, right? Let's see if she says it. Let's see if she says it. Hello, questionable human. Oh, no, she didn't say it. Almost too nice. What does that mean, Dax? What does that mean? Oh, my throat is so clammy today. I'm not really sure why. Come on, Nom Nom. Oh, crap. I need to get some treats. I forgot about that. Things have been going good. Oh, nice. Glad to know that, Dax. Glad to know that. What do you mean by almost too good? Are you worried that something's bad's going to happen? Oh, Mr. Tibbs, hello. It's good to see you. Welcome on in, my brother. How are you doing today? It's good to see you, and that's how my COVID started, was with a sore throat. Get that ginger beer in. It's not a sore throat, Tibbs. I'm just a bit clammy this morning. I'm not really sure why. There's just like a lot of build up of mucus in there for some weird reason. Yeah, I feel fine though. How are you doing today, my brother? It's good to see you. I'm sorry that I sort of missed your. Wait, did you stream yesterday? I can't remember if you did or not. Don't think you did you? Do a bit of frisbee training. Whee! I did stream yesterday, and I'll be streaming again today about the same time. Oh, okay. What time was that you streamed yesterday then? I think it was at 1 o'clock or something, wasn't it? Because I think I might have been at uni whilst you were streaming, so I do apologise, my love. I think I missed it. Oops. Oh. How did you still catch that, Omnom? I don't understand. No, I'm not going to stroke you for that because you didn't actually catch it properly. Neon. There you go. Go get it. Good boy, Omnom. Yeah, because literally, Tibbs, my internet turned on yesterday, and I had a full day at uni yesterday. So literally, I had to wait until I got back home after class before I could then do a stream. And obviously, I did stream quite late last night. I sort of started it around about 6:30, and then finished it around about 8:30, I think. But yeah, I only did a couple of hours last night, but it was so good to finally be able to start streaming again. Oh, if I've missed it so much. It feels so good to start doing it again. So honestly, whoop, there you go. Good boy. Do some good catches on them. Well done. About 1:30 to 2, as I start streaming after I speak to Mrs. Tibbs on her break. Oh, gotcha. All right. All right. So are you not working today, or are you have you done your work already and you've got the rest of the day off, or or are you sort of taking a break from work at the moment because you're a bit unwell? That was a nice nonchalant catch there, Nom. Good job. Right, we'll leave the park. He's doing good there. So, come out of there. Come on, good boy. Good job. That's it, well done. Good boy, Nom. Oh, there's Roberta. Let's see if she says it. Oh, Nom. Why, hello, questionable human. Let's see if she says it. No, no, why? Come on. My little kitten brought me a lovely present the other day. I think it was her way of saying thanks. Ew. Roberta. She's no fun in Revel and Jinyu's versions of the game. She only says it in Casper and Poppy's versions. It's so weird. I worked this morning and now I'm home ready to relax and ready for some more Silent Hill. But I just watched Gemini's playthrough of the Little Nightmares. Oh my god, it's so good, isn't it? It's so good. And I have so many questions. Yeah, I think we all have so many questions. First of all, like, where does Gemini rave? He must go to some serious raves, man. Like, it's just run. Like, it's literally because he made he made Low like have a random rave in the middle of the in the middle of the demo. It's so funny. Oh my god, I loved it. Like obviously because it was like a weird glitchy thing that happened with Low, but oh, still hilarious. But there we go. Before anything else, I will buy. Well, I'll see if I can buy some things. I don't only have an awful lot of money in this game right now. They need treats, don't they? So we'll get some more of these. There we go. And then, oh yeah, they definitely need some more water. About 12, I think. Yeah, that'll do. And then some more dog food. We'll get, I don't know, yeah, 7. Cool, there we go. Yeah, I think Geminem's is the only one that I've watched with the demo, because his playthrough of it was the only one I really cared about. His Geminem's playthrough of the Little Nightmares 3 demo was kind of the only one I was looking forward to watching. Like his one was like, you know, the perfect one in my opinion. Okay, we can give these guys a bit of a break for now, and then we'll go into where is it? Oh no, Jinyu and Kiko, what happened? Oh, good lord. Here you go. So, do we think that's Otto in the ending sequence of the demo? If so, does that mean Little Nightmares 3 is going to be a prequel of a prequel and is the start of a whole nowhere? Possibly. It's a very good way of looking at it, Tibbs. It could possibly be. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a prequel, though. It could explain to us how they go from the real world into the nowhere, especially through Lo's perspective. Because, yeah, even though Lo goes there, what happens to Alone? You know? What happens to her? Because you see what happens to Lo, but where does Alone go? Like, where does she disappear to, if she does at all? You know? Like, what happens to her, sort of thing. So I had loads of questions about it as well. I do think I don't know if it's necessarily going to be Lotto, but I think it's definitely going to be a character that we've seen before, or maybe heard of before. Definitely. He was breathing a bit weird, so maybe it was, I don't know, someone else. Like maybe it was the hunter, or maybe it's the doctor. But before he decided to climb on ceilings, you never know. Because like when he approached the doorway, he had like very sort of low, raspy, breathy sounds as he was walking towards Lo's room. So I think maybe he might be an early sort of like depiction of a character that we later discover in like number 1 or number 2, or maybe even the DLC or something. He could be a brand new character that just sounds very similar to one that we've already seen, but you never know. But what do you think is happening in it, Tibbs? What do you think is going on with it? Timsy, hello, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hello, well, just thought I'd pop in whilst I'm in the train. Oh wow, where are you going on the train, Timsy? Anywhere exciting? I said, come on, Jinyu, good boy, we're not done yet. Let's see if she says it. Let's see if she says it. Hello, questionable human. Oh, no, she didn't say it. God's sake, Miriam. You have one job. Although he's making good friends with Basti. That's good. No, I'm not going to go with him. I'm going to go on his own. That second meeting for that contract in Hertfordshire. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, I hope it works out for you, Timothy. I really do. I hope they say yes. Because if they do, oh my God, that would be amazing for you, mate. That would be so awesome. Please don't chase the birds. No. No. What's it? Come on. I'm going to have to make friends with Chloe, and then hopefully we can go to another area. Oh, she didn't say it either. Oh, no. Oh, she knew. Really? Come on, love. Almost at my station, so if I drop out, that's why. Oh, bless you. No problem, Timsy. I just appreciate you coming in and being a part of it. This is not the normal time that I typically tend to stream, but I used to do morning streams. So I'm hoping that some of the other people who have a little bit of a time difference notice and come in, especially Relios and Apollo and Cloud, because I've been doing a lot of evening streams lately. They don't really tend to be able to join in on those because of the time difference. So I'm hoping that if I do a morning stream, some of those ones will be able to join in with the morning ones. But I was going to ask Timsy, because I don't know. Are you able to do a Soul Link stream to this evening? If not, then that's totally fine. I'm just asking. Because if not, then I might just do another Nintendo stream, or I might do a completely different stream with something else, and I'll set that up for this evening. Makes sense. Oh, thank you. I can't remember how good Lisa is at Frisbee, but I think she is pretty good. There we go. Oh, sorry, Jinyu. Probably not this evening. Got some bits to do tonight, especially if I get this contract. Fair enough. That's why I asked, Timsy. That's why I asked. So no worries. I might do a different kind of stream tonight then, if that's the case. Come on, Jinyu, move your butt. Good boy. And possibly not tomorrow, as I have to go to the EA offices for a play test for a... Timsy? Timsy, you can't just casually say these things in chat. What? You're going for a play test at EA? Huh? Since when? I've never heard this. This is news to me. What? How are you going to do a play test for a... What? Oh my god. Under NDA, so I can't say too much. Oh my god. Well, I want to know now. I want to know now. Oh my god. Is it like a new game that they have made? Or is it a game that you have made and you want to pitch to them? Damn, dude, what the fuck? They emailed me a few days ago seeing if I could attend, and I said, yeah. Oh my god. How are you getting these amazing companies to email you and do this shit? That would be a dream come true for me. Oh my god. Oh, that would be insane. Jinyu, come on, dude. One of their games, I don't know which one, but I'm assuming by the description they've said to me. Oh, so they want you to test out one of their games, do they? Holy shit. Imagination this, Timsy. Becoming a game tester for EA. What? EA is one of the biggest games companies out there. Oh my god. Oh, Timsy. That is amazing. Are they going to pay you for it? Are they going to pay you? Or is it kind of like a volunteering type situation where you sort of go there? Oh, okay. Then why you're so thirsty, Jinyu? Oh, whoops! I need to get some water. Okay. No. Shopping. Okay. Can't share too much, but they pay in game keys. That's interesting. Here we go. I get 3 keys for any game currently released. Oh wow. That's amazing, Timsy. That is amazing. I really hope that whatever ends up happening with these guys, you can actually it actually leads to something, you know. Okay, let's now take Kiko for a walk. Oh, it's escalator hair. It's a weird one. All I've been told is to play 4 Warzone rounds before tomorrow, so I'm assuming it's Battlefield. But that's all I can say. Okay. Yeah, no, don't say too much then, Timsy. If that's going to potentially get you in trouble, then don't say an awful lot. I'm just very excited for you, my friend. Like I genuinely am. Like that sounds like a really cool like thing for them to offer you, you know. To me, that'll be like Game Freak coming up to me and going, "Oh, we've got this new game coming out soon. Do you mind coming over and testing it?" Like that to me. Oh crap! Sorry, Kiko, that was my fault. That to me would be a dream come true. Oh, Kiko. What's up, questionable human? I heard that if your dog wins the Nintendogs Cup, you get some special champion gear. I'd do anything to get my hands on that stuff. Yeah, it's a good thing. They have loads of rules about revealing info, even over voice, in case it gets leaked. Yeah. But no, I wouldn't share any more bits of information about it, Timsy, because it sounds like this game, whichever game it is you're going to test on, it still sounds like it's in its early development stages. So that's why they're still getting game testers to go over there and play it to see if it's even worth continuing on to develop it. Oh, good girl, Kiko. Well done. Oh, it's Billy. Hello, Billy. I didn't expect to see you here. Go get it. Go get it, Kiko. She even disappears into the sand, bless her. I kind of feel like I should have got a different coloured Dachshund because she disappears into the sand and she disappears into the pavement. So, okay. Come on then, Kiko. Let's see what you can do, honey. Oh, she's very slow. All right. I feel like she needs to get some practice on the grass before we can even think about doing some practice in the sand. Relios! There we go. So good to see you. Welcome on in, my friend. How are you doing? Don't stop there, you stupid dog. Oh, that's cute. A hibiscus flower. That's very cute. Right, let's go and see Rover. I don't know if you're going to be friends with him, but it's worth a try. Really? Okay. Good girl, Kiko. 30 minutes to walk, 15 minutes. I've timed this very nicely. Oh, cool. So you'll get there with 15 minutes to spare. That's amazing, Timsy. Well done. How's life? I mean, I've started uni recently, Relios. So that's really good. But in terms of life at home, next question. Okay, now let's start doing some competitions and actually earning some money. So, if we do some competitions with Jinyu first. What has he done so far? Okay, so he's done Amateur Cup for Discus and the Amateur Cup for Lure Coursing as well. So that's a start. I went to a horror escape room with my friends today. Oh, wow! Oh, that's cool, Relios. Did you win? Alright, let's take Junior out for one more walk, and then we'll take him to either the gym or the park so he can practice stuff on his own. So I think to start off with, we'll take him to the gym, because that's a bit more straightforward. I tried to solve the puzzle, but my teammates were too busy screaming. Oh. Oh, yeah, you said it was a horror one, didn't you? It was a horror related escape room. Yeah, I don't know why those horror escape rooms exist, to be perfectly honest. Currently walking alongside a river, and it's very serene. Oh, is it the Thames, Timsy? Is that the Thames? I opened curtain, a curtain, and someone was standing next to it. So I was jump scared and so was the rest of us. Well, that's creepy. What, some random dude just standing behind the curtain? Ugh, what a weirdo. Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine how that would be for a second? Because some people might not even look behind that curtain. So potentially that person's getting paid to just stand behind a curtain. It's kind of a weird thing to be paid for, isn't it? To be totally honest. Yeah, but just think about the concept of that, Relios. They're being paid to be weirdos and stand behind a curtain. Because some people might not have even realised that he was stood there. So he's essentially being paid for a position that he's standing in that might not always be discovered. It's kind of weird if you think about it that way. It's just like, and he's being paid to be a bit of a creep. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird. Fuck knows. It's just a little river with ducks and shit whilst in it, whilst I'm walking along the bank, as it's a shortcut to the office. My cousin, the actor, currently works in the London dungeons and loves it. Hell yeah. Good boy, well done for finding another tyre. Let's go to the gym, and we can do some stuff here. You can practice a bit more here, Jinyu, because you're so good at doing it. Hopefully we can get Kiko up to your level as well. The workers were trying to jump scare behind the curtains. Anyone standing too close, I tried to jump scare them back by standing right next to them, but they never did it again. They've probably got cameras around the room, and they've probably got earpieces in them to let them know when someone's like standing next to them. So they probably got people like talking to them in their ear and like watching you guys in the room, because like if you guys they have to monitor it, especially for people's safety, because if you guys are in the room and you're being scared, it has to be monitored. So like you guys could, be so scared that you faint or something, or you could be scared, and if someone's epileptic, they could be scared and have a fit or something. So they have to make sure that, or they could feel dizzy, or they could feel a rush of adrenaline and need to, have a break from it. So like the room needs to be monitored, or the member of staff could scare somebody, and that somebody could punch that member of staff in the face because they're so scared. And so they have to be monitored. So I was standing there for like a solid 10 minutes. It was very loud though, but still pretty fun. I'd do it again. Nice. They could be scared. And right hook the actor. Yeah, that's what I said, Timsy. That's exactly what I said a second ago. We were in 4 sections, separated by a foot. Wait, maroon curtains. So it was pretty scary. Okay. But we had a guide with us to keep an eye on us. They slammed the door on us when we first entered, by the way, lol. Yeah, I suppose they have to set the scene. They have to set the ambience for the room, don't they? So by shoving you guys in there and slamming the door behind you, that was setting the tone for what the room was going to be like. I went to the London Tombs with school in year 7, and at the end they have a scare maze. Okay. And I saw The Girl from Grudge, and that film was a lot of trauma for me as I watched it quite young. Oh, bless you. I sobbed and cried, and one of the actors in full makeup and costume guided me out the maze and gave me a hug. Oh, yeah. I feel like with things like that, you have to make sure that because there are some kids that love to see those sorts of things and love to be scared, but there are some kids that are genuinely traumatized by films like that. Then you have to be so careful about it. I think it's like especially if the actor could see that you were genuinely terrified, by the fact that you couldn't even move. You were stood there frozen on the spot, and you were genuinely like that scared that you couldn't even move. That is like, okay, that's taking it a little bit too far, and this person actually needs help. You know, they spammed alarms though. There were a lot of people doing it with me, so couldn't really hear anything. With everyone shouting instead of talking normally. Yeah, because I feel like if you put a group of people into a situation like that, especially if it's a puzzle room as well, so you have to like solve the puzzles in order to get out. It's very distracting if people just keep screaming. It's like, for God's sake, people, shut the fuck up so that I can concentrate. We can concentrate on solving these puzzles and get out of here. Like, I know it's meant to be fun, but like if people keep screaming and don't concentrate on stuff, then it's not gonna. You guys aren't gonna be able to solve the puzzle to get out. I kind of feel like with most people, they're just so focused on all the scary crap around them that they're not focusing on what they need to do to get out of the room. And I feel like that's part of the challenge of a horror escape room, is that they're so scared about everything going on around them. There's all sense and all logic goes out the window, and they just let their fear take over. He had a pumpkin head and a butcher's knife, and he guided me out, kept checking if I was all right, and then gave me a hug in the lobby before returning to duty. Aww. That's very kind, though. It does show that they're only acting. They're obviously not being serious about any of it, and they obviously have been trained to tell the difference between someone who's enjoying the fact they're being scared and someone who's genuinely like proper petrified, and traumatized by it. There were 11 other people instead of me in a horror room with people constantly jump scaring us. There were people that were actually solving stuff, but because we were a lot of us, we couldn't focus. Yeah, I know what you mean, Relios. I know what you mean. Yep, Jinu's fine. What about Kiko? Yep, she's fine as well. Okay, so we'll doubly save that just to be sure, and then I'm gonna see if I can get a new lure from the shop, because that squeaky stripy lure doesn't seem to be cutting the mustard. So where are the lures? Oh, we can get him some bananas. All right, we'll get him the banana lure. There we go, because that's a bit faster than the stripy one. There we go. So we'll save that. Yeah, exactly. I was fine until the Grudge Girl showed up. Then it kind of fucked me up. Yeah, I know what you mean. Timsy, I know what you mean. It was wholesome, yeah, thinking back on it. Yeah, it was very nice because that dude must have been like, oh wow, like this child is really proper, like scared, you know, shit. We need to make sure he's all right, sort of thing. Because he must be trained in those sorts of things to be able to tell the difference between someone who's enjoying to be scared and someone who's like proper downright shit scared and petrified, you know, and traumatized. They must be able to tell the difference. It was really dark and we couldn't use torches. Someone couldn't really read the instructions given to us. Oh, that's a bit annoying. And our guide left halfway through. Well, yeah. I think they're meant to do that because, like, you're sort of meant to solve it on your own, like, as a group. Like, you're not really meant to have somebody in there helping you at all times. Like, you kind of have to be left to your own devices at some point and then be able to solve the rest of it on your own. So, yeah. It's kind of what's meant to happen in an escape room. I mean, in a normal escape room, I've only ever been to one before. It was part of a work sort of like team building exercise where we were split into two different rooms and like trying to solve these puzzles. But to me, the puzzles were just very overly complicated. I didn't really know how to solve them. I mean, thankfully, there was somebody with us who was very maths oriented, so he could help us to solve the puzzles. But basically, I was like, okay, these puzzles are a bit over the top. How do we solve them? Type thing. Oh, Jinyu! No, we're not going to win that. He fucked it. Jinyu fucked it. I've got a pretty high scare tolerance. It's just the grudge. It still gets me now at my ripe old age. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I have any films that I've seen because I try to avoid any scary films because I don't really like to watch them. My brain just gets too sort of like caught up in the fear, and it can like cause me to have really disturbing and scary dreams at night for like a couple of weeks after watching it. So I try to avoid horror films or scary films if I can. I mean, I've watched films like the Scary Movie, which is supposed to be funny. I've seen that and I thought it was bloody hilarious because that's like taking the piss out of any cliche horror film. I think the only sort of horror film, if you want to call it that, was the original It film with Pennywise and all that. But I rewatched that a few years ago, and it just made me laugh because of how cheap the how cheap the costumes and makeup was and all that kind of stuff. So to me, it was very sort of the case of like, oh yeah, this is not scary to me. It's just funny because it was made so early on, and the makeup and all of that stuff was very minimalist, especially compared to today's standards. I was just like, yeah, um, this film is really not what it's cracked up to be. It really hasn't aged well. Also, one of the actors broke character and sat in the middle of the room, still in costume. But because we were done with that room, only a few people stayed with him and comforted him. Oh no! So even the actors were scared of what was happening. Oh dang, that's not good. He wasn't sad or anything. He was just tired, I think. We still didn't speak though. Maybe because some of them are told not to speak. Some of them are told not to say anything. I always find holes in the plot of stuff, which makes it not scary for me. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean I used to think Little Nightmares was scary as hell, but after playing it through like a few times on my own, I've now realised the game is actually really cool, and there are some bits that happen in it that actually fucking is funny as hell. Especially when glitchy things happen, that always makes me laugh. Jinyu! Oh my god, this mouse. This fucking mouse. No! He was so close to winning and the mouse fucked it up for him. Oh, you stupid thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, good luck with it, Tinsy. If I'm still live after you finish the meeting, my love, let me know how it goes. I really want to know. I really want to know. Let me know how it goes, sweetie. I look forward to hearing it. Oh, no. Why is he moving so slowly? Jinyu? Yeah, no, we're never going to win that. Oh, he should have been able to win that last one, but because of the stupid pissing mouse, he couldn't. Okay, let's go for one more walk and take him to the gym again to practice with the banana lure, and then we'll see if he is able to do it after that. Come on, Jinyu, we're not here to mess about, we're here to go to the gym and practice there. Come on, bud. Because we need to get these guys a cat friend. That's what we need to do today. We need to get them a cat friend, and I'm hoping to get them a long-haired cat, which is actually a very expensive breed of cat. It's actually a breed of cat that's very similarly priced to a breed of dog. So we need to earn a lot of money from Jinyu and Kiko in order to actually get in order to get a decent cat. So, like, Jinyu, can you stop pretending that you don't know how to fucking walk? Move! If you need to go for a shit, go for a shit. This is really ridiculous now. Go for a shit, Jinyu. Honestly. I still don't get how you don't have a billion subs. You're a really great... Aw. Thank you, Relios. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I need to do a bit more stuff with being able to get people to recognize my channel. It's difficult to say at this point. I'm not really sure. Oh, Jinyu. Right, no, we're not going to the seaside. No, we're not doing that. Come on. Step away from the fire hydrant. Step away. No. No. Jinyu, why are you being such a little shit? This isn't like you to misbehave. Come on. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to practice with the banana lure. See, he did that one perfectly, and so did the mouse. So how is he not able to do that in the proper competition? I'm just going to practice a few more times and see if he can get it. I need a gummy bear. Oh yeah, that's a great start. He definitely needs to pick up the pace a bit more, I think. But yeah. How is things, Relios? Is everything okay? Obviously, if you don't want to talk about it in the stream, that's totally fine. You know how I saw the stream I first joined in, the Emerald one? I was looking up Pokemon Hardcore Playthrough in live streams and I saw yours. Oh no way! Is that how you came across me then, Relios? Oh nice. I was a bit hesitant at first because the people with me thought your avatar was sus. I didn't. Wait, why did they think it was sus? What about it was sus? But I went back to it and joined afterwards, and you know the rest after that. I'm okay if you're okay. No, I can't talk about stuff. No problem. I just wanted to ask Relios because I give a shit. So that's fine. If you don't want to talk about it, that's totally fine. I don't know. They're weird. But did they give a reason as to why they thought it was sus, or did they just say, "Oh yeah, that looks a bit sus"? Well, they didn't actually tell you why. Because like, why do they think my avatar was sus? I don't understand. Oh, come on, Jinyu. We need you to do far better than that. They saw it was female anime, so their creepy minds went in the gutter. I mean, I wouldn't call her anime. She's not meant to be anime anyway. Yeah, I don't know why your friend's minds went there. No, it's fine, Relios. Even if they did decide to come into the stream and watch some of my lives and everything, whilst I'm live, obviously, then I wouldn't say anything about that anyway, so don't worry. I wouldn't worry about that, Relios. It's fine. Besides, they don't really sound like, if they were already passing judgment on a profile picture before they even have the chance to get to know the person who's hosting the channel, then they don't really sound like very open-minded people. They thought you were hot. I knew because they told me for some reason. They do know that's not what I look like, right? They do know my profile picture isn't what I actually look like. I'm like, damn, I wish I looked like my profile picture. I wish that she was a true representation of who I actually am in real life. I mean, damn, I would love to look like her. But I drew her with the image in my head of what I'd want to look like, not what I look like now. Like, it's different. What I look like now is really fugly compared to her. So it might just sound to me that your friends are just horny weirdos. you know. Not trying to be funny about you're not ugly. Well, I kind of feel like it sometimes. Oh, the mouse is being a pleb. Stop being a pleb. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I have been sort of like subjected to people who can be classified as horny weirdos. Oh, this mouse is pissing me off. So I do understand where you're coming from with that, Relios. I used to have guys who, especially in college, who were like really sort of like inappropriate with their comments and things like that. Because when I was in college, I was about 17, 18 at the time, and I was obviously much younger, and I was a lot skinnier, and just, well, pretty. I'm now fucked up as an adult. That's just me. Oh, Ginu, just go for a shit. Seriously. And yeah, they would just be really inappropriate with the things that they would say, and like they called it flirting, but I rather think it was more borderline harassment, really. But that's just me. And the teachers didn't really care if we tried to report it to a teacher. No, I'm not skinnier than you. Even when I was a teenager, I wasn't skinnier than you. No. Um, yeah, I just don't really understand like how they even got into college, especially if like they clearly thought with their dicks rather than their brains, and it was just like, how did you guys even get here? You know, like it was weird. Can you go to the toilet, Jinu? You clearly need to go for a shit. Just go. How would you describe yourself? Don't say ugly because you're not. I bet you're very pretty, LMAO. Alright, you want to see Relios? You want to see what I actually look like? Let me see if I can find it. Obviously, don't show other people. Where is it? Who is it I'm speaking to? Hold on. Alright, let me show you, Relios. Let me show you what I mean. So I'll do demos. There. That's my fugly face. If you do, I won't show anyone, obviously, but that's your privacy. Yeah. I was just asking how you would describe yourself. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really describe myself in a positive way, because when I look at myself in the mirror, I just think, ugh! Like, I don't see anything positive about myself in the mirror. Personality wise, I think, my personality is very kind and sweet and respectful, and I like to think that I'm fairly compassionate and considerate about things, and positive and happy and excitable. But in terms of aesthetics, it's shit. Like, it's royally fucked up on so many levels. Yeah, I am. I am. And there's no, I'm not trying to exaggerate. Relios, I am. At least that's what I've been taught. But I am. So, I am. I am. Fucking ugly. Wait, what? Why? Why do I need to delete it? Why do I need to delete it, Relios? Oh yeah, you did it. Well done, Jinyu. Because someone checks my Discord and my DMs, and I wanted to get you. Oh, okay, no problem. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know. But yeah, no, that's my fugly face. Oh hell yeah! What? How do I look like you, Relios? You're from the Philippines. I'm white as fuck. Like, huh? That doesn't make any sense. We're like two completely opposite races, my friend. Would be interesting to know if we're like distantly related somehow, but I don't really see how that would be possible. I don't really know any member of our family from the Philippines, unless you've got family members that live in the UK. I don't know. Jinyu! Jinyu! Come here, mate. Yes, you did a good job in that competition. Good boy. You did a very good job. Oh, okay, yeah. On your back, even better. I'll brush your fur, make you nice and clean. Not the hair, but the face is kind of similar. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that picture doesn't show it very well, but I do have auburn hair and green eyes, so... Which, like, some people say that having that combination of hair colour and eyes is kind of sexy. I don't know. I've never known it to be sexy, that's just me. Right, can you cooperate? Yes, I did. I've been kind of busy the last few days, either by sorting out some stuff to do with the sale of the flat or by making sure I do some uni work as well, because I've started uni. I started uni last week, so I've been doing that as well. But I've just been worried about you, my love, because you haven't really been saying very much in the chat, and I just thought I would have spoken to you and asked, but it didn't really seem like you wanted to talk to anybody. So I just thought maybe you just wanted to have a bit of space to work things out on your own, and then when you felt ready, you would then reach out to us, because we don't want to force anybody to speak to anybody about something, or even to anyone just in general, if they don't feel like they're ready for it, or if they don't feel comfortable with it, you know. So it's all right. You don't need to respond to everything. I know you all are busy. Yeah, but it's fine though. Like, we only know to talk to you if you let us know, Relios. You know, because we all thought that you just wanted to be kind of left alone and not want to talk to anybody. So if you want to talk to us, my love, that's totally fine. Just let us know, you know. Just let us know that's what you want to do. You know, just message us and go, hey, you know, are you up for a chat or something? You know, because otherwise we don't know that you want to talk to us. Obviously, we're always free to talk to people, especially if they're a lot more active on the Discord than others. But yeah, I genuinely didn't know that you wanted to talk to me, really. So in the future, next time, just message me and let me know, you know? That's understandable, Relios. That's understandable. I get that completely. There we go. He's got it now. Good boy, Jinyu. Yeah, no, that's totally understandable, Relios. I mean, there are people in my personal life that I don't really want to speak to right now, so that's totally understandable. Sometimes the people that are in your personal life, they can get a bit too much or a bit too intense sometimes, and you need to sort of like take a step back and go, whoa, like I need to take a break from these people or this person. It's not good for me to speak to them right now. You know, just like it's good to sort of take a step back and kind of go, I need to stop talking to this person for a bit, you know, because it will then help to make things better. I have been posting stuff like my art and videos, and I have been responding to stuff, but yeah, I guess I haven't been talking a lot. Well, it's just because of how things went, sweetheart. We're not blaming you or anything, but because of what happened a few weeks ago with things, I won't say what it was, but a lot of people are now sort of scared to, not scared, but they're sort of a bit not sure how to talk to you because they kind of thought that you were upset with them or angry with them just because they were showing that they cared about you, you know? And I know you've been going through a lot of stuff, my love, and of course I'm not blaming you for it at all. But everyone in the Discord is just trying to support each other the best they possibly can, you know? And I guess some people just aren't really sure how to. Obviously, my new friends who have joined, I noticed that you're talking to Blobble, so that's good. He's one of my friends from uni, so that's good that Blobble is speaking to you. Back, okay. So you completely missed the part I just said. Never mind. But it's just like I know that Blobble, who is one of my uni friends, funnily enough, he has joined the Discord recently, and I noticed you were speaking to him. No. We're saying we're not blaming you, Relios. We're saying that you did nothing wrong, but I think people are just a little bit unsure about how to speak to you about things because when they tried to speak to you with things that were happening in your life and trying to show you that they cared and tried to show you that they wanted to support you, um, it just sort of seemed like that you were trying to. I don't know. It just people weren't sure how to talk to you, and then you kind of it kind of felt like you were telling us off because we cared about you and because we were trying to advise you with the best thing to do in terms of your safety and your well-being, sweetheart. But then you and yeah, it was a very confusing situation. So a lot of the older people who have been in the community for a while and have known us and have known you for a while, they sort of felt a little bit confused as to how to speak to you about these things. Obviously, we're always open to talking to people. We're always open to help, you know, and all that kind of stuff because we care. You know, we care about everybody in the community, and especially you, Relios. You're one of my most trusted mods. So if you come to us and let us know about these things, naturally we're going to want to help you. You know, we're going to want to do everything we can in our power to make sure that you're happy, that you're healthy, that you're well looked after, that you're loved, that you're safe. You know, and that's what everybody deserves. You know, especially you, my love. So if you go out of your way to tell us that something has happened, then you kind of have to be of the mindset to hear any advice or help or support that could be given to you, and potentially even see if there's something that you can do to fix it, or something that you can do to make your situation better for yourself, sweetheart. That's what we were trying to say. You deserve better in that situation, and you weren't really listening to the advice that we were giving you. Which kind of when we're kind of saying that you kind of needed to. Do you see what I mean? Because we weren't trying to be nasty about it. We're actually trying to protect you and trying to show that we care. So none of us were trying to be horrible about it. Oh, hello, Kiko. None of us were trying to be horrible about it. We were just trying to show that we cared about you, sweetheart. And that's the fundamental things of what's going on in the Catsy Cord. Is like that is the foundation of my community, Relios. It's care, it's love, it's friendship, you know, it's support, it's help, you know, genuine consideration for each other. And that is the kind of people that I want to have in my community. So when situations like yours, sweetheart, come up, we all band together and we all help you, you know. But we can only help people if they're actually willing to accept the help, because part of the situation was we were trying desperately to help you because we could see that you needed the help. But with a lot of people, you were sort of being a little bit abrupt with the way that you were saying things, to basically say that you weren't going to fix it, you weren't going to do anything about it. And a lot of the people became upset because they wanted to help you and they could see you needed help, but you weren't really ready or able to accept it. I'm not saying that's your fault, really, because sometimes these things take time. You know, sometimes people aren't ready to take the next step about it. Sometimes people need some time to think about it and compartmentalize it and decide whether that's the right thing to do. And that's totally fine. And that's totally fine. You know, not everybody's going to be ready for it. And that's what I was trying to say. But it just caused an awful lot of confusion. You know, a lot of people are like, I want to help this person because I care about them so much. But yeah, they kind of need to be ready and willing and able to help themselves at the same time. Can I say something about that? If you want, just make sure it's respectful. I know that you usually are respectful of everybody else anyway, but I'm just saying. Okay, so Jinyu has won 2 of the... Oh, wow, I've already got 800 quid already. Nice job, Jinyu. So, if we go to... what am I doing now? Like, do we have a more powerful frisbee than just the blue one? Okay, we can get the lollipop. I'm going to see if I can sell some... I'm going to see if I can sell some stuff. sometimes I think I want people to hate me. Like the things I do and say kind of make me question myself about that. Yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who likes asking for help or getting it. So when you say you want people to hate you, I don't. That's interesting, Melios. That's very interesting. Um, is that because you're used to people just defaulting to hating you, or is that because you're used to that from your personal life, or because that's not what I want people to start doing in the Catsy Chord at all. Like, obviously, I said before, the Catsy Chord is supposed to be based off of kindness, care, compassion, friendship, support, essentially love. You know, that's what it's meant to be. Love for each other, actually giving a shit, showing that we care. That is what I want. That is what I expect from people in my community, because that's what I have in myself, and I expect everyone else to have that same level of compassion for everyone else in the community. So if you're saying, Relios, which isn't your fault, you've obviously been raised to think that people are just naturally going to automatically hate you, which isn't fair. I don't want people to hate me. I just see what I do and say and think, wow, I'm a jerk. Do I want to this? You're not a jerk, Relios. You're a human. you're a human being, my friend. No, nothing that you could say or do is a jerk. I kind of feel like you sort of have very low self-esteem, and you have a very sort of low bar in terms of how you value yourself as an individual. And that is probably one of the most damaging things, because even though, again, what happened a couple of weeks ago, we were all trying to help you and be there for you, and in your opinion, I suppose it kind of felt like maybe we were ganging up on you, or maybe we were, trying to be mean to you. We were, not at all. Not at all. We were trying to do the exact opposite. We were trying to help you and support you and show to you that you have done nothing wrong, and that you weren't in a very nice situation, but you deserved to be in a nice situation. And I suppose we were getting a bit frustrated and a little bit upset because we knew that's what you deserved, yet you weren't accepting that from us. You were kind of feeling like you deserved to sort of be punished, when nobody deserves to be punished, especially you, Relios. You don't deserve that kind of treatment. You don't deserve to be punished. You're not a jerk. You're a very lovely and kind and very considerate person, but sometimes your consideration, because you think so little about yourself, it can be a little bit over the top sometimes. I'm not saying that's your fault. That's just how you've been raised. I'm saying that's not right either. The fact that you've been raised to hate yourself this much, that's not right either. And again, that's not your fault. That's just what your personal life has done to you, sweetheart, and that's not right. But anyway, we are trying to show you in the Catsy community that everybody matters. Everybody matters. Everybody is significant. Everybody should give a shit about everybody. That is part of my rules in the rules section, Relios. Everybody matters. I want to make sure that everybody knows that they matter, that they are relevant, they are significant, they are an important part of the community, And if they need help at any point, at least one or two people can drop what they're doing and come and help them and talk about stuff, So I want people to know that they're important. They are important, at least to me, and they should be to the rest of you as well. And that's the kind of amazing, kind-hearted, and awesome people I allow into my community, because I expect that kind of level of compassion from everybody that joins into the Catsy Chord. And that's why I get them to read the rules, because if they read through the rules and there's maybe even one rule they don't agree with, then they're not welcome in the Catsy Chord. You never know what a person really is like, Catsy. You don't realise what I'm really like. what I do, how I speak, how I treat others. I try to be nice, but sometimes I break. I mean, anyone can say that, Relios, you know? Anyone can say that if they're pushed to breaking point, and if they're pushed to the point where they're, you know, really struggling with crap and they can't take any more shit from anybody, then yeah, anybody would reach that breaking point. Anybody would, you know? Again, that's a totally normal and totally human thing to do, Relios, you know? It's totally fine. Like, there's no shame in that at all. There's no shame in that whatsoever. Sometimes it gets too much and your emotions can bubble over, or your brain can get too overwhelmed with things that are going on. So to release that built up emotion, sometimes you have to let it out. You have to let it out. You have to express it. You have to show it. You know, otherwise it just bottles up inside and it festers and it becomes nasty and ugly. You know, you have to let it out. You have to express these emotions. You have to talk about them. You know, and in some cases, like you're telling us, sweetheart, sometimes you do have to sort them as well. You do have to put on that brave. You do have to be brave. You do have to be confident with these things. Yes, it's a very difficult decision to make. It's a very difficult thing to do. But sometimes, you know, it's sometimes that's the only option. It may not be the best option or the one that you're comfortable with, but it reminds me of a certain thing. Just because it's easy, right? Just because a choice is easy doesn't mean it's the right choice. Sometimes the best choices are the most difficult ones to make and the most difficult ones to go through and to sort out and to actually accomplish. But that doesn't mean, therefore, that you're doing something wrong, you know? Or it also doesn't mean that the right choices aren't easy. But it's it's that kind of thing where you have to weigh it up. You have to weigh up the pros and cons, you know? What are the pros? What are the cons? And if the cons outweigh the pros, then you need to do something about that. But if the pros outweigh the cons, it's a no-brainer. Do it. Go for it. You know, see what happens. May turn out for the better. You know? You say I'm nice. I'm really not. I am very disrespectful sometimes. Yeah, I can be a disrespectful bitch sometimes. I suppose everyone's got that in them. People don't like when I do that. Yeah, I mean, again, people are gonna, you know, especially if they push you to breaking point, which it sounds like most of the time that you are pushed that way towards people, and then maybe they need to. Slipknot, hello, welcome into the stream. It's good to see you. Welcome. Sup, sup yourself. How does sup sound like Kiko? Honestly, go away. But it's that sort of thing, Relios. You know, it's like, what was I saying? Yeah. So yeah, people may not like that you're behaving that way, Relios, but think about it this way: what did that other person do to make you behave that way that you wouldn't normally would? You know, how is that person treating you? How did it get to that point? How did it lead up to it? You know, because normally 9 times out of 10, I'm guessing you wouldn't normally act that way. So what has caused you to feel that overwhelmed, to feel that angry, to feel that frustrated, to feel like, you know, being disrespectful sometimes to people is the only way to let out your anger and your frustration? What has built you up to that point? You know, and make a list of it. Write these things down. You know, talk about it with people, you know, that you can trust, you know, and maybe see if there's a common denominator or a common cause to make you feel that way, you know. And if there is a common cause, then maybe try and think about ways that you can, you know, or tactics or things or places that you can contact to help you to improve that situation, you know, to stop these things from happening. A greatest common factor. Yeah, exactly. A GCF. If you want to call it a GCF, yeah. So find a GCF. Find the GCFs if there is an, you know, and write these things down. Write down, you know, how you're feeling and what made you feel that way. So what led up to it, you know, because most people don't just go from being happy and nice and calm to suddenly angry in seconds. There's usually a build up to it. And the build up is usually then what eventually causes someone to go, oh, do you know what? Fuck this. And then just like let out their frustration and anger and built up emotions over time. So honestly, that is the best thing. I can write that down, that my parents told me to stop that. No. If you're writing stuff down, Relios, hear me now, sweetie. Hear me now, sweetheart, darling, fish cake face. Okay? Write these things down. It clearly helps you to write these things down, whether that's in an electric notebook on your phone, whether that's in a secret diary that you keep stored in a hidden spot so that your parents can't see, or whether that's something that you write down when you go to school, you know, so you could speak to one of your teachers and maybe they can help you to write these things down and help you to compartmentalize it so that your parents or your family can't come over to you and stop you from doing these things that is clearly helping in the moment. I would show you, but it's a long go. You won't be able to understand it. Also, is it written in a different language? Is it really else? Okay. I mean, you don't need to show me it anyway, my love, because those notes are private to you, sweetie. You know, that's private information. They're private thoughts that belong to you, and they're helping you to discover and understand what's causing this frustration and this behavior that's coming from you that wouldn't naturally be there in the first place because of very horrible behavior from your various family members. Does that make sense, Relios? Because I don't want you to think that all of this is your fault. It's not. You know, it's not. I'm saying that categorically right now. You know, I'm saying none of that is your fault at all whatsoever. Ah, crap. Right. Oh, actually, I suppose we could turn it around from this point. Come on, Jinyu. We've still got a chance. Good boy. I've shown others before. They said things a lot like what you're saying right now. But for real though, if what you're writing down is helping you to feel better, then don't stop. Carry on. Keep doing it. You know, not trying to be rude here, but screw what your parents think, because they're the major issue that's going on here. They're part of the problem. So their opinion in terms of what things make you better or not is actually not really relevant at that point, because it's not that their opinion shouldn't be factored in, because they're part of the reason why you're feeling crap. So don't let people who are the ones who are making you feel crap in the first place decide to do or not to do things that could potentially help you feel better. Don't let them have that power. It's not helping, not at all. Yeah, you're not being disrespectful. Fuck them. Yeah, so honestly, don't let them stop you from doing something that's clearly helping you to feel better. Don't let them do it. You know, carry on doing it, my love. Carry on with it. Because you're not making it up. You're not, you know, pulling the information out of your asshole. You're actually talking about things that are happening to you, you know? And it's important to either voice them or write them down, or maybe a mixture of the two. Not towards them, because they're clearly doing the damage. So they would never admit that they're doing anything wrong. But try and see if you can find someone who you can trust, maybe a teacher or a trusted friend or something, who you can speak to, or maybe even reach out to a therapist. Maybe even reach out to Silver in the Catsy Cord and speak to him. You know, because he is a W therapist. So speak to him. I don't know. I mean, I do have a qualification in health and social care, but I was told that wouldn't be enough to make me into a therapist. So, I mean, I was thinking about that could be something that I would possibly want to do if I wasn't able to get into childcare, but I was able to do it in the end. So, catch it, Jinyu, catch it. No. Oh, okay. And we lost anyway. Fuck's sake. He's capable of doing it. I know he is. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying the things that will come more logically to me. But yeah, because I know eventually, sweetheart, and I'm not just saying it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. There will become a point where you will eventually say, do you know what? Fuck this shit. It'll get to the point where you say, fuck this, and you have completely had enough with how your family are treating you. You completely had enough with the way that they're making you feel like crap, and you will get yourself a sense of realizing that you are not going to take their crap any longer. That you're not going to take it. You don't deserve their crap. You don't deserve to be treated that way. You deserve happiness. You deserve love and care and all the good stuff. There'll come a point where you will snap and you will get enough. You will have enough of your family treating you that way, and you will know that you deserve better, because that is the truth. That is the reality, Relios. Okay, and that will give you so much strength to do what you should have done, or to do what you need to do, in terms of finally being able to have the strength of getting that happiness and that life that you deserve, my love. Really, there's no greater power than realizing your own self-worth and realizing that you don't deserve to be in that shitty situation, and you will do everything you possibly can in your power to make sure that you'll never be stuck in that situation again, because you would have reached the point where you think, nah, fuck it, I'm not gonna be subjected to this anymore, and that's the reality, sweetheart. That is the reality. I told my parents to be more positive. They, in fact, did not. They got more negative. No, there's no point in telling them to be more positive, because in their mind they're not doing anything wrong. So it will be potentially like you banging your head against a brick wall, Relios. I wouldn't recommend trying to get your parents to see it through your eyes, because they won't. They just would refuse to, because in their opinion they're doing nothing wrong. So I would try and avoid saying things like that to your parents, because it won't end well. And again, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. So you can tell your parents these things as much as you like, but it's not going to get them to change anything about their behavior, because in their opinion, their behavior is perfectly acceptable, when it's really fucking not. My grandma is a professional rage baiter. Yeah. I mean, again, it's that kind of thing, sweetheart. So honestly, I wouldn't say to your parents, oh, you need to treat me this way, you need to treat me more positively, because they won't. They just won't. I'm not trying to be nasty when I say that. I'm not trying to be horrible when I say that. But and I'm just saying this now. There's no point in you saying that to them, because they're actually incapable of it. I'm sorry to say. So, yeah, it's very sad when parents can't show their children the love and the care that they deserve. But it seems like your parents really don't care how they treat you. They just treat you however they want, which is totally wrong. How are you missing all of these frisbees, Jinyu? I just really want them to know how much they broke me. I just want to say to their face, you want me to... No. I mean, again, I mean, write these things down, Relios. I wouldn't say it to their face. I would write it down. I would write it down so that at least I'm getting my feelings out there, and I'm not keeping them to myself, and they won't constantly fester and swirl around in my head. write these things down somewhere that you know that your parents won't be able to access, or they won't be able to see it, you know. Whether that's a secret notebook, whether that's a hidden folder in your phone, whether that's a book that you can keep at school that your teachers can monitor, you know, just anything like that. Write it down, like this chat. But again, yeah, I mean, fair enough, you can say it in the chat, which is fair enough, or you can say it in the Discord, maybe even in save space. But yeah, that's up to you. I mean, it depends on whether you want to actually look back on these things and read it back or not, but that's entirely up to you. I think just by writing it down and, like, you know, doing that, or maybe even talking to Silver about it, that honestly would help in so many ways. It would help in so many ways, more than you even realise. So, but just advice, Relios, I wouldn't speak to your parents about anything like this. Obviously, try and be respectful. Try and be nice to them. If they ask you a question, just be nice and honest, and you know, be nice, respectful. Answer the question in the simplest way you possibly can. You know, if your mum comes up to you and goes, "Oh, Relios, can you help us with the dishes?" and you turn around to her and go, "No, mum, fuck off because of how you treated me yesterday," that's not going to end well. If she turns around to you and goes, "Oh, Relios, can you help with the dishes?" you can turn around and go, "Yeah, of course, mum. Yeah, I'll help you with that." That's totally fine. You know, try and be on your best behaviour, but in a way that, you know, you're doing nothing wrong. You're trying to be as respectful towards your parents as you possibly can, so that it will then give you the strength to go, fuck this, because it'll basically be like you're treading on eggshells, you know. You'll be treading on eggshells around your parents, trying to make sure that you stay respectful of what they're saying, and you're basically trying to seem like to them you're complying when you're really not. You know? Just try and avoid as much confrontation with them as possible. There will be some instances where they can't help themselves and they'll just do that to you. If they're shouting at you and doing that kind of stuff with you and being rude to you and being nasty, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Every time I try to respond, they still get mad at me, even if they weren't even mad. I'll do my best. I give them my best efforts. Okay. If they're doing that thing where they're shouting at you, they're swearing at you, they're ignore it. Ignore it. It's just words. It's just words, my love. You know? Pretend you're listening. You know, nod. You know, respond. You know, don't respond, but nod, or, you know, give little like sounds of agreements here and there. But don't take it into account. Don't listen. You know, just ignore it, because it's just words. It's just drivel. It's just them being dickheads. Just ignore it. Yeah, words can kill. Yeah, that's very true. Words can kill, but only if you let them. Only if you let them, Relios. Kiko, what are you doing? She was just sniffing. Kiko! She was just constantly sniffing Jinyu's butt, to the point where, like, even when he was stretching, she was still like doing that. Riot, hello, it's good to see you. Oh my god, Riot, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. How are you doodling today? Well, come on in. So, oh, okay, so now we have just over 1,000 quid, so that's good to know. Let's get Jinyu to do one more Pro Cup competition. And that should give us a further 300 quid. And then we'll start doing some competitions with Kiko. Oh, you bitch pirate. Jinyu, bring it back. We're nowhere near done. I'm glad. How are all of you? Oh, I'm just very happy, Riot, that I've been able to put my Wi-Fi back on and I'm now streaming again. I know I keep saying that a lot, but it's the truth. I'm just so happy and relieved to finally be streaming again, and that's the reality. All right, there we go. We now have 10 points. That's good. Oh shit, why does the mouse do that? No, oh, I'm so sorry, Jinyu. That was a terrible throw. I'm so sorry. Oh, shit. How have you, legit, how have it been, Ria? I haven't seen you or like heard from you in ages, my love. Also, just random question, Ria. Are you part of the Catsy Cord at all? We should have won that. I'm sorry, we should have won that. For real. Have you guys heard my cover of Love Scenario? You don't need to, just asking. Is that like a song that you've made, Relios? How the hell did you miss that? Jinyu? It's almost like he doesn't want us to get him a cat friend. Fuck's sake, Jinyu. Ah, bugger. No. Oh, my lord. It's a Korean song that I sang. It's in the Discord. The original is by Icon. Oh. I mean, I haven't heard it yet, but that sounds lovely. It genuinely sounds lovely. So I think what I'm actually going to do is probably after we win the competition or something, or maybe in a minute, I might actually start a poll. Ah, you fucker! Don't know why the mouse is being this stupid. Why would I want to send it off to the side like that? Go! Ugh! Oh, that was close. Bloody hell. What? Ooh, I don't know. No. How the hell did he get 43 points? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to get this done at some point in the stream. Da, 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 da. So there we go. So you guys vote on that for me. That was a good catch. Come on, Jinyu. We ain't done. Oh dear. That's amazing he still managed to catch that. Oh dear. How are you still catching that, Jinyu? That's insane. Oh, hell yeah. He won that by a landslide. Yes, Jinyu. Beautifully done. Yes. Oh, fantastic. So now we've got 1,300. So let's take Kiko out for a walk. She'll take her to the... Come on. I think I might take her to the mountain park, actually. Come on. We're on a tight schedule here. Kiko. Oh, my shoulders really don't work today. There we go. That's it, good girl. This isn't Pokemon, Riot. This is Nintendogs plus Cats. So this is a simulation game sort of thing, if you want to call it that. Whee! There you go. Right, we can't practice with those two there, so that's a bit irritating. Yeah, my dog wouldn't understand any of these activities. No, I mean, it does make me laugh, the fact that every single time, every single dog you get, she is a dum-dum. Aww. I don't think there's any such thing as a dumb dog. I just think maybe there's like trainers who don't, or owners who don't really take the time to understand what your dog likes and how they learn. Any dog is a trainable dog as long as you understand them for who they are. Yeah, I mean, if you have a dog that's just very soppy and likes cuddles and snuggling with you on the sofa, then that's totally fine. And if that's what she does, then that's perfect. It's the kind of dog that like meets your needs and your standards and what you expect to have from a pet. That's totally fine. If that works for you, Riet, then awesome. You don't need to train her in, knowing how to catch a frisbee or doing any agility courses. Just like if how she is right now is perfect for you, and that's totally cool. You know, I would appreciate it if you could put a vote in the poll though, Riot. That would be deeply appreciated because right now there's no votes. Wait, what? Wait, let me hang on. Let me put a new one up. Hold on. So that's probably why a couple of people might not have voted on it. Is because they didn't see it. You might need to refresh it again, Riot, because I've put a new one in there now. Woof. Alright, so you're saying we should get these guys a dog friend. Is that what you're saying, Riot? I'll keep this poll up for a while so other people can come in and vote. I mean, I believe Kiko has done some practice at the gym. Okay, I mean, second's not bad, but I think we can do better than that. So I've definitely taken her to the gym to practice before, so she did it. Well done, Kiko. Legit, where is everyone today? I know I'm streaming earlier than I normally would, but where's everyone gone? Man. Oh, for God's sake. That was like, I was literally like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God, that was so suspenseful. Like, is she coming first? Is she not? Is she first? Is she not? Jesus. Oh my God, get off! Oh, you stupid dog. No. What was that? She was doing so well, and then the mouse fucking fucked it for us. Oh. Ah, no. I don't want the pedometer. Seriously? Oh yeah. Just sit down in the middle of a competition. That's great, Kiko. Hmm. You walk straight past Basti. Come on. Come on. Oh, Kiko, if you need to go for a poop, go for a poop. This is silly. There we go. Right. Let's practice here. Because, my God, she needs it. There we go. Slowly but surely making progress. Where is everyone? There. You really need to pick up the pace, Kiko. Not being funny. You need to be faster than that, love. Well, that was infinitely better. One, 2. I don't know. Alright, we'll practice a couple more times and then we'll see if she can actually do it. Yeah, it's very inconsistent. Sometimes she finishes at 31 seconds and sometimes she finishes at 37 seconds, so it's very inconsistent, Kiko. I really hope that we can put a French Bulldog in this one. Okay, I think that'll do for now. Come on, Kiko, go to the toilet, please. This isn't fun. Come on. Come on, Kiko. If you need to go for a poo, go for a poo. Stop stopping. No, we can't go there with her because she's actually quite good. Oops. I'll just give her a bath. I'm not gonna mess about with trying to brush her because that'll take too long. Ooh, oh, hello, welcome back, Slipknot. That's a good question. I'd probably say Chinese. Definitely a Chinese. Oh, you cannot. I cannot top a decent sized portion of king prawn udon noodles. You can't. Your king prawn chow mein. You can't. You can't, Slipknot. You can't top that. I also love the prawn toast, the sweet and sour chicken balls, and the egg fried rice as well. Same here. Yeah, genuinely. Oh, Slipknot. No. Why did you vote for Cat? Oh no. I like shrimp chow mein. Oh yeah. So you okay? Fair enough. Yeah, we call it prawns, so that's king prawn chow mein over here. King prawn chow mein. Shamanamumu. What am I doing? Okay. We're going to do another competition of lower coursing with Kiko. If she can't do it with the amateur class, then we'll have to go for the beginner. You're naming all my favourites. I'm British, lol. Timsy, hello, sweetie. How did it go? How did the meeting go? How did the thingy bob go with the game test? What the fuck? Oh, the game test is tomorrow. Oh no! So you did that train trip for? Oh no, it was the meeting. It was the meeting, wasn't it? Yeah. How did the meeting go? Oh no, she didn't do it that time. Oh yeah! Oh fantastic! Oh well done, Timsy. Well done. Woo! Yeah. All right. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. But won't get a verdict until Friday. Okay, fair enough. Can you do me a favour, Timsy, and vote in the poll for me, please? Because Slipknot has come in and made it a 50-50. So we need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker. Maybe my local Chinese is a rare exception. They provide the option of shrimp or oh wow, okay, because they're the same thing pretty much, aren't they? Try and refresh the page, Timsy. Refresh the page. I don't know why it's not showing the poll is there, but it is in fact there. I don't know why it's not showing it. Oh, that was very close. I always thought shrimps and prawns were the same thing. No? Because shrimps, that's what the Americans call prawns. No, I think we can do better than that. Woof. Okay. So Timsy also says a doggo. Yeah, shrimps are basically just another how the Americans call prawns, because they don't say prawns, do they? So maybe the menu for shrimp chow mein, maybe they translated that from Chinese to American English. Who knows? Yes. Oh, she's done it. Beautiful, Kiko. Well done. Yay! She did it, and she's won 200 quid. Well done, Kiko. Shrimps and prawns are two different species. Oh, okay. The shrimp and prawns are not the same. While both are decapod crustaceans and nutritionally similar, they are specifically distinct, differ in autonomy, habit, and size. Oh, no way. Oh, okay. Genuinely did not know that. So, in terms of king prawns and shrimps, then with your local Chinese slipknot, it seems like you can have the chow mein with different sizes of those crustaceans. Then, obviously, the king prawns are bigger than the shrimp, so I'd say get the king prawn. Shrimps are mainly found in North America, whilst prawns are British, according to Google. Oh, right. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. So yeah, I think prawns are also bigger. So if I was you, Slipknot, I'd go for the prawn. I'd go for the prawn if I were you. All right, let's do. What are we doing now? Discus. That's it. Come on then, Kiko. Oh, nice catch, Kiko. I hate most seafood, including prawns, though. So I. Oh, Timsy, that is blasphemous. Oh my lord, that is unacceptable. Wrist ruffles, unacceptable. Burn it like the witches who wore it. Can't deal with the fishiness, so I like tuna and salmon, so they're not too fishy. Really? I feel like salmon is one of the most fishiest fish out there, in my opinion. Oh, for God's sake, Kiko. You start off strong and then you piss it up halfway through. Seems Americans just call everything shrimp. Yeah. I think, yeah, but then they just call it a shrimp, whether it's the smaller one or the larger one. A grilled salmon steak is far from fishy. Well, that's your opinion, Timsy. That is your opinion. I think I might just need to do smaller throws or something instead, potentially. I don't know. But yeah, I love mussels as well. Oh, if I go to a nice restaurant and they have mussel linguine or something like that, oh, I will order it every time. I love mussels and linguine. Can I have the fucking frisbee? Thank you. I think it's just crustaceans. Maybe because I don't like crab. You don't like crab or lobster? Get out. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Oh my god, lobster is the most lush seafood ever. Oops. Oh. Oh, she still won. Good job, Kiko. Salmon is great with Philadelphia spread on a bagel. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do agree with that, Slipknot. I do agree with that. Back at the train station, hoping my train isn't long. Yeah, it shouldn't be. Oh, for fuck's sake, Kiko. Oh no. Nope. Oysters are good with hot sauce. I've never actually tried oysters before, to be honest. I'm very intrigued as to how they taste. Then it's 40 minutes to London. Well, fair enough. That doesn't sound too long, Timsy. That doesn't sound too bad. To be fair. The fuck? How did you miss that? Oh, for Alright. Kiko is clearly having some trouble with her frisbee technique. So I'm not gonna force it. Hey, yeah. Let's just go. Let's just go to the kennels. I mean, at the moment we've had 4 votes, and the majority of you have gone woof. So we're definitely going more towards a doggo. What kind of doggo? That's the thing. I think realistically, may have to go for a miniature pincher. Oh damn! What the fuck was that? Oh, there's a white one. Hello. It smells very curious and loves to play with everyone. Oh, you're sweet. Although you do look very similar to Isabel, and Isabel is the white dog in this scenario. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll end this poll because we have the votes in. The majority of people voted for dog. There we go. Right, so I think we're looking for a boy? Question mark. Although we could look for a girl. I don't know, your colours are nice and vibrant. This female's very curious and loves to play with everyone. Aww. They all seem to have that kind of personality in terms of this breed. Aww. They're all so beautiful, guys. I don't know which one to choose. Oh, you're pretty. You have a really crappy temperament. Hmm. 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 You're a bit of an off colour. Hmm. No. Yeah, I think these guys, I think if we're going to get one of these, it definitely needs to be a female. Oh, she's got the same personality as Jinyu. That's not going to work. Why is it always so difficult to choose? Oh, you guys are beautiful. Oh, hello. This female's very curious and loves to play with everyone. Okay. What's the other one? What's you? What's the one next to you? Okay. I mean, I don't know, guys. Is it this one? I don't know. I don't know why I'm drawn to the silver-coloured ones, but this one seems to be quite pretty. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Simsy just reminded me I need to see that movie called 310 to Yuma. Okay. Like, are you going to go and watch that now? Is that not? Is that what you're going to go and do? Hmm. No, I'll keep looking. Well, I was going to ask you guys if that was the correct dog, but nobody really answered the question, so I'm moving on now. Oh, okay. So it's just a film that you want to watch at home or something, and as opposed to the cinema. Fair enough. Fair enough, Slipknot. No, you're a bit possessive. Oh, I really want it to be one of these guys, but I don't know. I'm not seeing one that's really standing out to me. And you're a boy, but it's got Russell Crowe and Christian Bale in it. It's a Western. Oh. Oh, you're pretty. You're very pretty. You're a boy though. I thought you'd be a girl. You're a cutie patootie. You don't have the same colour pattern as the one I saw earlier. Oh! Oh! Why is it every single time I go after one of those, it's like... Yeah, they're Doberman pinchers. Well, no, they're not Doberman pinchers, they're miniature pinchers. So they're a smaller version of the Doberman. The Doberman is a massive dog, it's huge. Oh, you're very beautiful. But you're a boy. Pew, 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 pew. Why is it only showing me the black and tan and red colours? What the heck? Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I do believe that's correct. Slipknot. Although I could be wrong. Oh, a pure white one. The white ones look weird. Just looked it up. Yeah, it's considered a toy breed. Yeah, miniature pinchers tend to be quite small. Sort of like very similar sizes to Chihuahuas, Pomeranians, Papillons, that sort of thing. You are cute, but your markings look weird. Oh no! You're sweet. Oh, this one's adorable. Oh, she does have lovely markings and her colour is beautiful. I love those lines on her muzzle as well. Yeah, we'll get this one. And we've still got like 500 quid left. Beautiful. Okay, now we need decent name suggestions in here. So we have Jinyu and Kiko. So they're very sort of like Asian sounding names. Oh, hello, sweetheart. You are so sweet. Oh, look at you. You are gorgeous. So now I need to think of a good name for her. Maybe like a Japanese or like Chinese or Korean inspired name. Because we've got Jinyu and Kiko. So we kind of need to stay in the parameters of that sort of name. Nami. I mean, possibly. We could do something like May and maybe hyphenate it with another word because then they be like examples of names and their meanings. So we have May, which means beautiful, Hua, which means flower or glory, Yu, although we have Jinyu, so that won't make much of a difference, but that means moon, Jia, which is good, auspicious, and beautiful, Ling, which is spirit, clever, or bell, Shu, which is snow or learning, but again we have Jinyu, so Lan, which is blue, Mizuki, yeah, possibly, Xing, which is clear, Ying, which is heroic or flower, and Yu, which is jade, and Rui, which is peaceful and wise, Lena, which means beautiful jade, Meilin, which means graceful plum, Rongyi, which means easygoing grace, and Yu Ran, which means serene. Huh. And Rui, which means again peaceful and wise. I don't know why they've put that in there twice. Fei Yan, which is flying swallow. Hao Yu, vast moon. Meng Yao, dreamy radiance. And Xiao Yang, clever swallow. I mean, like, there's quite a lot of beautiful. And we could do, if push comes to shove, we could do Xiao Mei. Xiao Mei, we could do that. We could just call her Mei Mei, which is beautiful, beautiful, but we could hyphenate it. Sadako. That kind of sounds like Sudoku. Angry Man, hello, my love. It's good to see you. Welcome on in. We're just trying to come up with some beautiful names to give to this little doggo that we've just bought. We're trying to give her some sort of like Asian, like Japanese, Korean, or Chinese inspired names. We've got a Korean name in Jinyu, and we've got a Japanese name in Kiko. So I'm trying to look up some beautiful Chinese female names to see if we can come up with something to give to this little doggo here. Possibly something to do with like May or something, which means beautiful, but I'll see if I can find some other names. Because those were just the first few that popped up in the top of the list. By you. Well, no, we've got Jinyu, haven't we? Because I feel like that's a very similar sounding name to Jinyu. Because if we make the dog's names sound too similar, then they'll get confused and they won't. Yeah, they won't sort of respond to you properly. We do have Jing, which means quiet and calm. Xiao Mei, which is little beauty. We have Lan, which means orchid. Ai, which means love. Yan, which means swallow. Fang, which means fragrance. Hui, wise. Xu Ying, elegant and brave. Qing, clear weather. Ting, graceful. Na, graceful. So Ting and Na both mean the same thing. Shu, kind and pure. Chunhua, spring flower. Yu, jade. Lian, lotus. Chia, summer. Ming, bright and clever. Bao Yu, precious jade. Zen, precious. Shaoling. Shang, Ji, Keen, Fen, Jia, Bo, Lele, Happy Happy. Oh my god, we actually have one. Mau Mau, Fluffy. What about Mau? What about Mau Miet? Miet Miet. Oh, fuck's sake, I can't even say it. Mau May. We could call her Mau May or something. I don't know. Got Fei Fei. We've got Mimi, sweet like honey. May May. Oh, May May means younger sister. Okay. I didn't know that. I like Mimi. Yeah. So we have, what was it? Jinyu, Kiko, and Mimi. Yeah. Mimi. 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 Oh, whoops. That's a beautiful name. Mimi. Sit. 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 Thank you for helping me name this dog, Slipknot, and Angry Man. I know that Angry Man was putting some name suggestions in there as well. Sit. Sit. Right. Paw. 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 Other paw. Other paw. Other paw. He's a good girl. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys said for me to get a dog as opposed to a cat. So I think the next pet that we'll have to get in this... Oh, Shinju! Just pushing the water bowl away from Mimi to stop her from getting a drink. Honestly, Jinyu, that was so mean. Why would you do that? Poor Mimi. There we go. And they're having something to eat now. Oh my god. Like, Mimi has been there for like 5 minutes and Jinyu is already being mean to her. That is so horrible. I mean, like, it seems like Jinyu and Kiko have become good friends, but Mimi is fairly new, so it might take her a while to to get used to the rankings and how things work here because she's fairly new. So, but let's take her. Actually, no, wait. Before that, let's get some biscuits from the shop. Nice. So we'll save that. Hopefully, if I take Mimi out for a walk in a minute, I'll actually see if I can get her a better collar. Yeah. Was there a different coloured lead in the shop? I can't remember. It may have been just the green one. Yeah, just the green one. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. No. Okay. And I don't think we can get the white lead yet, so take Mimi out for her first walk. And it definitely makes more sense for her to have the yellow one. Yeah, that looks way better. What's up, questionable human? Do you think premium dog food really tastes that good? It's weird, but sometimes I wish I could try it. These dog biscuits look like Jammy Dodgers, lol. Yeah, they do a bit. And there are some dog biscuits that are shaped like hearts, and they genuinely have jelly in the middle. So, although I have apparently, according to the game developers, the jelly is actually made out of nothing but strawberry puree. So there's no added sugars to it or anything. It's just funny that um, they've actually made a dog version of Jammy Dodgers, but they're in the shape of hearts. It's quite cute. Oh, good girl, Mimi. Oh, well done, Mimi. You're so good at the cones. Hell yeah. No, we're not going to go into the cafe today. Just look them up. They're called puppy dodgers, lol. Oh my god, are they actually a real life biscuit? I had no idea. I was just talking about the ones you can get in the game. I wasn't talking about. I didn't realize they'd actually made jammy dodgers for dogs. That's hilarious. Oh my god, I had no idea. They must have based those then off the real life pup dodgers that they can get. I mean, I'd love them to make a Nintendo's game like this one, but where you can gain access to um like so many more breeds of dog. You can get access to so many more breeds of cat, and you can even get access to other animals as well. Even things like reptiles and birds and other smaller animals, like, you know, hamsters and hedgehogs and rabbits. I could do, but I don't even know how I would contact them, to be honest. Um, and I could give them the idea, but I mean, I don't know if they'd even be willing to give it a go or anything, because I don't even know if they're willing to listen to their fans' ideas about about new game concepts and stuff like that. Because I love this setup for the this kind of game of Nintendogs. They kind of have tried to bring back the same sort of feeling with Little Friends, but yeah, it's really not the same. They must have a customer service. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. But there's no guarantee that they'll listen or even like take your point on board. I know I've only had her a short while, but I love Mimi already. I mean, like, I remember a few years ago when I was like a teenager, I think, I tried to, yeah, why not? I tried to submit some ideas to Sega. I know that Sega and Nintendo are like different companies and stuff, but it sort of, I don't know, it discouraged me a bit because when I submitted the idea, they actually took the idea, but they kind of said in the email that they don't accept designs from people or anything. Um, they kind of have their own team of people who they pay to do that, and this, that, and the other. And if they took designs from people who were just giving them the designs for free, then then that would be against their policy. But then I then saw the design on a poster a few months later, and it was just like, oh, thanks, Sega. That's great. Look, there's Chippy. She's waiting for you, Mimi. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. So even if I did email into them and go, oh, like, have you considered doing this as an idea? They just don't accept those kinds of ideas from fans. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe they have teams of people that they pay to to come up with these sorts of ideas. So if they then essentially took ideas in from fans outside who work outside of the company, then they would essentially be making those people's work who get paid to do it a little bit, they might be undermining that people's work a little bit by just accepting an idea from an unpaid fan. you know that could be the case, because they have policies in place that stop them from accepting ideas from fans. Whether they're good ideas or not is irrelevant. Yeah, they just, for whatever reason, they just don't accept it. I feel like they should, because otherwise it's just missed opportunities at that point, but they have to put their employees first. And if they potentially accept those ideas from fans, then it would be jeopardizing the work their employees do. But I'm just like, if you get a person that submits these ideas, they have a completely original idea, and they submit it to Sega or to Nintendo or to Game Freak. Splat, hello, good to see you, my love. Welcome into the stream. And they submit it to Game Freak, or they submit it to Sega or Nintendo or anything like that, to say, what do you think of this? Oh crap! What do you think of this idea? And they want to use it. They could essentially hire that person to, then use said idea. That person could become a new employee for the company. So then they're not breaking policy in terms of, only using ideas from their current employees. They're still. I was just about to play Roblox, checked Discord, and thought your stream has already ended. No. Nope, it has not. This is our new dog, Splat. Say hello to our brand new dog, with Junyu and Kiko. This is Mimi. The female, brown, beige, and white coloured miniature pinscher. The personality of this female is very curious and loves to play with everyone. So there we go. Got a brand new doggo. This one is this giddy little lass who simply adores everything around her, so that's cute. I believe Shinyu is this male is easygoing and adored by everyone. So yeah, very cute. Very cute. I just flew a plane. Nice. Okay. Maybe they're worried about how they'd look taking ideas for free. That's what I'm saying, Slipknot. That could be what they're worried about potentially. But why is that a bad thing? I don't see how that's a bad thing. Like, I mean, they could take the idea for free, but they could still accredit the person who actually came up with the idea. You know? Maybe they can't do that because that person doesn't work for them, but that still doesn't make any sense. It's weird. It's weird the way these companies function. It's very strange. Okay, how about we try a lure coursing competition with Mimi? We'll see how she does at lure coursing. Must have something to do with the rights. Yeah, that is true. Oh, she won. Oh my god. Mimi, you're a superstar. She won her first ever attempt at her first ever lure coursing competition. Oh my god, Mimi, I am so proud of you. Holy crap. I made the right choice in Mimi. Oh my god, she is like, oh, she's going to do well. I can feel it, guys. Mimi is going to be an amazing addition to these games, for real. Oh, I'm so proud of her. She won her first lure coursing competition without even breaking a sweat. Yes, Mimi. Super proud. Super proud, man. There's a new Sonic update on Mario on Rocket League. Eh? What? I've not seen this yet, Splat. Where are you getting this information from? How do you know there's a Sonic update on Rocket League? Oh dear. Sorry. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Sorry. That was a mistake. Okay. How about we take Mimi out for another walk, and this time we'll take her to the park and see if she can catch a frisbee. That's it. Come on, honey bunny. Let's go. You did so well in your first lure coursing competition. I'm so proud of you. Oh, look, it's Billy. Everyone loves Billy. Look, it's Questionable Human. Hello there. So I bought Billy some treats. Yeah, you always buy... Oh, my God. He's flexing. He's flexing the fact that he's clearly loaded, Splat. He's clearly loaded, and he's flexing it in our faces, the fact that he has so much fucking money. Like, we don't need to know this, dude. We don't need to know how much money you've got in your bank account. We don't need to know this information. Like, we get that you're loaded. We get that you've got, like, money coming out of your ears. We don't need to know that, you know. Some people who have no money might actually get upset by that. So keep your financial situation to yourself. Oh, good girl. Oh, she's stopping for a poop. Good girl. Well done. Can we, finish that? Yeah, okay. Will it let me finish? Oh my god, it still works. No way. Well done, Mimi. Good girl. Oh, nice pair of shades. Oh, yeah. Everyone loves a nice, sexy looking pair of shades. That's it. Come on. I know, it's Maydor. You haven't met him before. Come on, honey. Good girl. Oh, gonna stop for a sniff. All right. Come on then. Good girl. Hello there, questionable human. When teaching commands to your dog, the secret is to pronounce the words clearly and in the same tone of voice. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. Oh. It's alright, Mimi. Maydor's a bit of a grumpy arse anyway. Oh, nice. A plastic bottle. Oh. Let's see what's in this shop. Oh, pretty. Oh, hell yeah. Nah. Oh, look, it's Chloe. You guys have very similar color patterns. Like, color palette, sorry. Very similar, but not quite the same. Hers has got more red tones, whereas yours has got more yellow tones to it, Mimi. But still cute. I must be getting forgetful with a... Oh! She said it! She said it! Yeah! Roberta said it! Oh my god, where is Jason when these things happen? Oh, Roberta said it! Oh, shit! She said it! Oh, she said it! No, it's fine, Splat. I know what you were trying to say. She said it. That is hilarious. Yes, Roberta. Yes. Oh my god, that is so satisfying. Oh, she made friends with Chloe. That's good. Oh, no. We don't want to go to the seaside park. We want to go to the fucking mountain park, thank you. Saw something funny earlier. There's an episode of Smallville when Clark gets possessed by red kryptonite and becomes like Lex Luthor. He has a Ferrari, and someone said, why does he need a Ferrari? Yeah, I don't know. And someone replied, to flex. Yeah, even though he's like meant to be basically a god because he's a superhero and he's got all these powers that can allow him to do pretty much anything, he's just driving around in a sports car because it's worth a lot of money, and he's just like saying to people like, "Oh yeah, this is my car. This is what I'm doing now. This is how much money I have." You know, just in case people weren't impressed enough with the fact that he's a superhero, he also has to flex that he's incredibly rich. Superman wouldn't need a car. No. Well, he's basically trying to flex that he's like Batman, but better. You know? Right, hang on, Mimi. Okay, she's hungry. There you go, honey. Oh, you're going to stream today, Splat. That's cool. Oh, no worries, Splat. We'll see you when you stream, my love. There we go. So I'm very happy with these three to start off with. But I have been streaming for a while. So yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours and 17 minutes. In Smallville, he's still technically just a young Clark Kent. He doesn't become Superman until the end of the series, but he still has all his superpowers. Yeah, that's what I mean, Slipknot. That's what I mean. But anyway, so I'm going to put a pause on my streaming for now, and I'm going to do an evening stream today and do something a little bit different than what I normally would do. So if you guys are intrigued by that idea, then I'm probably going to start the stream at round about between 7 to 8 p.m. UK time. So if you guys are interested in coming into the stream and hanging out in there and seeing what I'm up to, then by all means, please come and see. Please come and check it out. So, you know, it's something that I've wanted to look into for a very long time, and I don't know how long it's going to take. It might be quick, it might be slow, but we'll see. Although it is meant to be quick, so but I'll try and elongate it as much as possible. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming into the stream today and for supporting it. I really do appreciate it, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next stream later on this evening. So until then, my friends, laters dudes, rock on, peace out.
In a pixel world where colors gleam, Catsy seems like a lucid dream. She's got Nintendogs, Pokemon too, little nightmares but nothing blue. Lost a potion, it heals my scars, like catching stars in pixel jars. I was sinking, no high score, now I'm smiling, craving more. Oh, Catsy, the nothing blue, little than blue. Her laugh's a potion, it heals my scars, like catching stars in pixel jars. I was sinking, no high score, now I'm smiling, craving more. Oh, Catsy, Catsy saved my soul, trusted hard, she made it whole. Through the screen she found my life, 8-bit magic every night. Oh, Catsy, Catsy, don't you see, you're the glitch that set me free. Press start, rewind, I'll always stay. Let's dream of you, make my day. She names her pup, calls it Lucky Spot. Battles in Pokemon, gives all she's got. Her little nightmares, she laughs them all away. Fear's just a level, a game she'll play. She's the cheat code I never knew. Infinite lives, now my world's brand new. Every stream, a reset line. Press pause, Catsy, you're divine. Catsy, and nothing blue, little than blue. Her laugh's a potion, it heals my scars, like catching stars in pixel jars.